the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Out quickly to the left side. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Back to the running game with Swift. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. First down, and they go with Swift again.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the right flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Once again, it's Swift.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Here's Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
That's good for the Cowboys.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The Cowboys are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even with a guy like Zeke Elliott in the backfield, Dallas simply couldn't keep Pollard off the field last season. The third-year back was just too good to sit, and he ended up with over 700 yards on just 130 carries.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Going to run again here with Pollard, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Moore, and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw it. Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Jordan Lewis on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, Wentz. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Wentz. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, it's Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they work this out past the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
46.
A second down throw for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Morrow, and good. And leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The quick throw, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And some room to maneuver. The 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
3rd down as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
The 26-yard line.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now Wentz. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys 5-yard line.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
31. Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys!
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Well, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after it right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Maher is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, A quick play action, quick throw. Might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not in.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's Dak. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.